trying to fix my thing right now, and I'm going to do a little bit of something differently. Are you are you on my live stream right now? I I need to check something. YouTube. Um, I'm going to try and show like 2 videos on here as well. Hopefully, I can do that. Where am I? Okay, yeah. Hello, you guys. This is Team Mgtow here, and um, I'm just trying to do something a little bit differently. Um, present to everyone. All right, let's see what we can do from here. And hopefully, everything doesn't bug out much. If I can't find it, oh, all right. And then I need to get a second one up here for the live stream as well. But I have a couple of videos that I want to show you guys, and hopefully you guys do appreciate it. Sorry, my laptop is kind of slow right now.
There we go. Now I can
And have to deal with that. But just give it a moment and it should load up. But just try and load up the video that I have for you guys, and then try and get the live chat here too. So just give it some time. And I got a host on here. Why don't you introduce yourself, mentalist?
Well, everyone that has seen my YouTube channel knows me, Mentalist Mgtow. I've been in the Mgtow, I call it a movement, but the Mgtow movement for about mid 2014. And I also travel around in some MRA sectors and do a lot of pro male activism and work to try to help the social atmosphere for men, as it were. So it's a lot of that. I've been working with FamilySystemsTech.com and things like that, trying to help get some legal services and whatnot up there for men, all that good jazz. So,
Damn it. Yeah, pretty nice. If you guys haven't followed him, please do. And sorry for the loading time. It's just that this is a new computer and all that. So just give it a quick second to load up. Wow. All right, I got the 2 videos I want to talk about right here. Why don't we start off with this one? Oops, it went back to the top. Give me a second. There we go. Try and get this one a little bit buggy right now, but apparently I found this out today. Their YouTube channel called Women Against Feminists, and I really found this video right here very interesting. On women's point of view on why feminist is not so great nowadays, but I'm going to check that out and have this load. Nope. All right. Let me cut some of these out, and just to let you guys know, I have finally um, found the right settings for my recording, so it's going to sound a lot better. And let's see if this thing will play.
I can understand that pain. It took me forever to figure out the settings on the mic when I switched over to the new rig.
Oh, it wasn't so much the mic, more like the what is it called, the recording thing that been bothering me that much.
Yeah, probably been the same thing I had because it was the microphone boost setting that kept screwing me.
Yeah, I just figured out today how to make my voice sound a lot better and all that nonsense.
That's funny. I'm seeing a lot of the crew that I used to see over on Mex's channel whenever we talked over there.
Yeah, I got you. My live chat and not coming up right now for me. Can you keep an eye on that if you're over there?
Yeah, I like to kind
And
of keep
if
an eye on the
you
live chat. See Mgtow Warrior, NYC Korean Mgtow.
can you tell me if the
Somebody
video
else.
is playing?
I don't see it playing. It seems like it's paused.
All right.
Yeah, now it's playing.
Oh, all right. It's a little bit lag. Sorry about that, you guys. I just need to make sure about it. They're going to be paused for a little bit, but don't worry about it. And I want to get you guys input on this as well.
It's paused again now.
Yeah, I know. It's going to take a little while.
Well, in the meantime, while the thing is loading up, man, I see that you've been kicking off your channel, dude. Like you broke the 1K mark on your subscribers. That's awesome.
I know, and I had to take that 2 week offing to wait for my laptop and all that.
Oh, that's I've been screwing around. Like I use the Filmora video editor, and when I rebuilt the computer, I'm having to reinstall everything. So I'm trying to get them to resend my freaking download links from Blockbuster packs and all that.
Yeah, I got you.
Wait, what happened in NYC?
What?
NYC said you had somebody threatening you.
Oh yeah.
The hell?
Yeah. I just paused the video on my end. So what happened was there was this guy and I blocked him for and my viewers wondering Chris something, and I blocked him because he kept on talking all this nonsense to my fans and all that. And all that. I didn't care that he was talking mess about me. I didn't care. I don't let those things bother me. But he was basically telling my fans all this stuff that they didn't need to hear about.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Like I'm kind of the same way. I don't fucking with
And
my fans, but yeah, fucking hell, I love hate mail. Shit, I laugh about it.
yeah.
Hell, I think I've actually featured some of my best hate mail on one of my videos before. I told him I was going to do it too. Like, look, I'm going to put this shit up here so people can see that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. The man, no doubt, exactly. They hate that we speak truth. Yeah, that's true. They don't like it.
Give me a second. I'm playing this video and I can't really hear you and hear the video at the same time. So,
Right. You trying to get audio up on the video team?
Say that again.
Are you trying to get audio up on the video because no audio is coming out on the live stream?
Give me 1 second. I'm going to pause the video. If it video and not pausing. Oh, no, it does. All right. Let me get back to over here. Stop. All right. So, I'm going to show you guys another video, but oh, all right. Sorry about that. You there, mentalist? Just to get.
Yeah, man. Okay.
All right. So, could you hear most of it, or did just you couldn't hear anything?
Nah, I don't think any audio is coming out of that live stream.
All right. Sorry about you guys. You basically what you were talking about, and probably going to make a video on it since you guys didn't hear about what she was saying. Basically, she was saying that how feminist is, not the way it used to be, and all this and all that, and saying that people should not take. Basically, people misunderstand what feminist is, and it has affected our economy, how people treat each other badly. Basically, what she was trying to say, all that. Oh, so I'm sorry that there was no audio, you guys. I just got to the live chat right now. So I'm probably gonna make another video on it, or make a video on it since you guys didn't hear the audio. Um, and it just like I made a video today. I don't know. You saw it, mentalist.
Not yet. I've been a little busy. Just doing as much nothing as possible today for Labor Day.
Yeah, I got you. That's fine. I'm just going to give you a brief summary of what it was. Basically, how people. What I said was that people would hate Donald Trump for for no reason, and I showed a news clip of him going down to Texas, and then basically trying to I don't understand a lot. I seen mostly the left people on news, leftists and politics, them basically mouthing Donald Trump, saying that he should have done it better the way he went down there, And I'm just thinking to myself, how ignorant are these people for what they're thinking? Why are they criticizing the president when he's doing something good, like going down there trying to cheer up the people for what has happened? And I say this a lot of people hate Donald Trump for no reason. Like Hillary, we have a reason to hate on her. Let's not say hate, but dislike her, because she did leak information to. I'm kind of blank right now to where, but she did leak information. She leaked emails. I mean, and people seem not to be, or not to hate on her, but to hate on Donald Trump when he hasn't done anything. And I would like to get your thoughts on it, mentalist.
Are you sure? Because I'm not really pro-Trump.
No, it's
much wider view.
Go for it.
All right. So here's the thing. Listen, personally, I'm not pro-Trump. I think there were some pros and cons to his presidency all the way. Um, like I said, the deal with the Hillary emails, I do think she fucked up because she's storing classified information on her personal devices and all this other bullshit. And yeah, did she fuck up? Sure. But if we're talking about emails, we also got to talk about Donald Jr.'s emails to Russia, which they've already proven that he was collaborating with Russia. Yeah, that shit happened. Um, the other thing, like one of the reasons people are hating on Donald Trump for his trip to Houston, um, is because he did things like he promised $1 million in relief to Houston and then backed out of it. Like he didn't give up, what he said he was going to give to help, people in Houston. And there were some statements he could have made a little better. Like, he came down and it wasn't like, hey, we're going to make it. Hey, band together. Like, it was like, well, I hope you guys are having a great time. Like, dude, they're recovering from a hurricane. They're not having a great time. Come on, man.
But I mean, yeah, I agree with you. He could have done it a little bit better, but to just stay like he trying to boost up he trying like situation is sad over there. I said no,
Yeah.
I live close to Houston,
Oh, yeah,
and
I used to
people
live
are
in Houston,
moving.
too.
Yeah, people are moving to my city. That's how close I live to Houston.
Yeah,
But just
I lived
like
in,
he trying,
I lived in Baytown.
yeah, he just trying to boost their morality. I think in that happy situation, and I think he knows that he's just trying, to make the situation a little bit better for the people, like the people are doing for themselves. Really, is and then what do you say? The first thing was you were saying Donald Jr. He leaked emails. Yeah,
Well,
I
what he
heard.
what he did was he collaborated. Like they had emails, but it showed that he was making plans with these Russians and stuff. So
Yeah, I got you on that, but uh, like I said, it you have to understand. You probably do. You probably get better understanding than I do right now. But Donald, I wouldn't say that Donald Trump is innocent in that case, but it's just like okay, that's his son for the moment. We don't know if Donald Trump did it himself, but I can understand why you were, you know,
well, you got to
collapse.
play. You got to play follow the money.
Yeah,
So he had Wilbur Ross on his council, and Wilbur Ross was one of the CEOs of this bank in Greece that was also run by Russians. Now, about the time when Donald Trump was in some serious financial problems, right, with these Russians, was about the time that he actually had Wilbur Ross negotiate a deal for him to sell this property he had down in Florida for about 3 times its worth, which happened to be enough to get him out of trouble with Russia. So, then, fast forward a few years later, he's in the presidency, and then he appoints Wilbur Ross to his financial council. Come on, man. It don't add up. There's some collusion going on.
I have to agree with you on that much. Yes, there are some, but you have to understand, Donald Trump is not the only president that has done this before.
No, of course not. Of course not.
It
You're right.
and like I said, this it's showing the people that not only you had to be into politics to become president. Anyone can be president. Basically, now that the statement out, you don't have to be like a politician to be a president now, or you don't have to have a family member who been president before, so you
Right.
can be president. Now it's showing a way to where anyone can be president. Really, even you don't have any experience in that field.
Well,
And I
technically, that's
think
how
that
it's supposed to be. So.
yeah, but like in recent like years, it's just been politicians, um, like Hillary Clinton, all that. It's just been those type of people that have been running, and then Donald Trump comes along. He shows people that hey, you don't need to have your family members become president before you to become president. You're able to do it even though you don't have any, I wouldn't say idea. I think he had an idea of what to expect going into it, but be knowledgeable in all this stuff. And another one might be doing in the future. It would be the North Korea one, where North Korea been threatening to attack the United States, and people are appalled what Donald Trump said to when North Korea what the way I'm thinking of, threatened to attack Grom.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
yeah,
they vaguely threatened to attack us too. Now that's one thing I'll give him. I was pretty happy with the response of, "Hey, motherfucker, you want to come after us? We'll blast your ass."
yeah, and
So that's
people,
kind of the response that needed to happen.
and that's what people like. If we had a bomber for the instance, he wouldn't have said that. He's just trying and try to minimize the conflict, but that doesn't help it if a country itself want to go to war with us.
Kim Jong Un's fucking crazy.
I
Like
know.
he's insane. He had people like there was a family member's funeral, and he like had people pick out people that didn't look remorseful enough during the funeral procession, and he had them killed. That's insane.
Like I was saying, he wants to go to war with the United States, and if he does, he's not going to last that long, honestly.
No, they've already, the State Department's already told him that he should back down from any actions that would result in his destruction and the destruction of his entire regime. That was a veiled
Yeah,
way of saying that we will destroy your entire country.
and I like it. Kind of sad for the people who live there, you
It is
know.
because we got a lot of innocent people that are going to get caught up in that.
Yeah, and just like it,
And the only way
see.
that you're going to handle North Korea without casualties is years and years and years and years of diplomacy, or doing what he's talking about and just glassing the place and making an example of it.
And like I said, they North Korea want to be a superpower so badly that they're willing to risk their whole, um, country for that.
Oh yeah,
Kim,
right now Kim Jong Un is the closest he's ever been to having his whole country demolished.
hmm And the reason why it's completely different now than when Obama was in the office is because Obama was scared really to go to war with anyone. He really didn't try and pick fights with many people, if he didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump is a completely different person. He's trying to stand up for the United States, and people are not appreciating him for doing that. And have you heard about the what is called the immigrant thing that just Donald Trump has said today? I believe.
No, I didn't hear that today.
Basically, he was saying that all the I might get it wrong. Hopefully, one of the people in the live stream can get it right for me. Basically, he was saying that all the illegal. I'm going to get it completely wrong, but it like all the illegal immigrants that moved here or illegal immigrants, either one. The family members that brought them over, they're going to take them back. Basically, I will have to look it up. Let me look at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get it completely wrong, but just like Donald Trump, and about the when he went to Mexico, right? And he didn't say anything about the wall.
Yeah,
A lot of people dissed him because of that. Do you think that was the right move for him to make, not saying anything about the wall?
actually, it probably was the smartest thing for him to do because I mean, the only thing he was going to do was create a diplomatic problem if he brought that up while he was over there. Now one thing he should have actually done is actually Mexico offered aid to Texas, um, during this hurricane fiasco, and Donald Trump did not give them a response. But the politicians that are the heads of Texas stood up and went, "Yeah, we'll take the help." So,
Yeah, we need all the help that we can get down here in Texas. Honestly,
well,
Texas.
yeah, definitely, because I mean that's a huge disaster. I mean the flood in Houston was crazy. I mean I still got family out there in Houston that are having to deal with it.
Yeah, and just like how long do you expect it to take for Houston to get back to the way it was?
Oh, to fully recover from that kind of flooding, you're going to be, quite a few years, even with the resources that Texas has. Because even though Texas didn't sustain a complete, Katrina-style devastation as far as the actual damage, it did receive Katrina-style flooding, and that takes a while to recuperate from, like years. Even for a city like Houston, it would.
Yeah, it's a sad thing, honestly, to see all that happen.
Yeah. Looks like Academy just popped into the live chat.
Oh, really? I was trying.
Yeah.
Did he? I'm trying to see that he messaged. Oh yeah, let me invite him in here. He just messaged me, and then it just like I have to say this much. A lot of people hated Donald Trump.
There you go. The Academy's on the numbers. Look at him. Harvey's estimated cost is around 180 million.
Yeah, and just like it's you know you it's a I'm going to say this much. Texas once like Texas is a we get our own flag and all that because Texas used to be its own thing
Mm-hmm.
back in the day.
Well, I mean,
And
the whole mentality of Texas is that it's still its own thing. You know, if you've ever lived there.
yeah, I have for quite a while now, and it just like when something happens in Texas, like we all band together.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just not. And Texas is a big state, no matter how you look at it. So it's just like, and then you see stuff happen. Oh, thank you. In New York City, Korean Mgtow, you say, keep up the good work, team. You have brought future ahead. Thank you for the donation of $5. I really do appreciate it. But like I was saying, give me 1 second.
I didn't even know you could
Uh,
put that on your live chat where people could donate during the live chat. I was like, what? What is
yeah,
this?
it kind of happens when you reach a certain amount on you, or not. I would say it's same amount of subscribers on YouTube.
Okay, okay.
But how you doing, Academy? I will try and talk to you today.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
yeah. Have you been here? No, you haven't. You just joined in the live chat.
Yep.
So basically, we're just talking about the damages that have been happening in Houston and all that.
All right, all right. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, it just like, and then it just, I have to say this much, and I'm probably going to stop on the topic of it. It just that people didn't really give Donald Trump a chance to do anything. They keep on criticizing him for, they keep saying in amount of days that he's been in the office and he hasn't done anything. The man, the man is trying to do something at least. You know, am I saying that Donald Trump is completely, as we say, good? No, of course not. He's not completely good. But can we say that about every president that had been up here? In fact, I would say Obama was way worse for the stuff that he done. In the case that we're
Right.
thinking in general, and people don't notice that until you look at all the facts. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in fact, we're as an economy about to go into recession now, um, because of what Obama did,
Yep.
and I believe Trump is cutting. Um,
We've been in a recession since 2009.
well, we're going to get heavy cuts on a lot of things. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I believe Donald Trump will be cutting FEMA, or am I? Or I might be thinking about something else. I know he cutting something for females, or I think he cutting something for housing. You know how people only pay about 30% of what their house or their apartment is. I think
Yeah.
he cutting that.
Are you talking about like the HUD setups and all that?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay.
people.
Like the low income housing and stuff.
Yeah, for people who don't work and all that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and
And
also,
just oh, gone.
oh, sorry. Also, see, when you were mentioning how people are criticizing Trump for doing something, I don't think people realize that he donated even before he was president. I'm pretty sure he donated $1 million to Hurricane Katrina before he was president. And now he's donating an additional $1 million of his personal money um,
No, no, he's
to
not.
Hurricane Harvey.
No, he's
Is that
not.
right?
Yeah,
No,
like
he's not.
Is
He's
he?
already backed out of that. He
Oh,
said
he
he was
backed
going
out
to,
of
and
that.
then he backed out.
He backed out. Yeah, I saw it on the news. Yeah, then well, no, he did go to. He went in person to see the victims of Hurricane Harvey, and then when there was a hurricane, when Obama was in office, he went on a vacation in Hawaii, I think. So I don't know what why everybody's complaining about stuff.
and because the way they're saying that he could have done more over there when he first went over
Hmm.
to Texas, which that might be the case, but still a good thing that he actually going to these places of damage like that.
Yeah, right, right.
But still, it's just like it's not necessary. Like for example, a lot of my people at my school, when Donald Trump first got elected, they were saying, "Oh, I can't wait till someone kills him." I'm like, you should not be thinking that way of a president like that. You
Yeah, you're
know,
right. You're right.
but that's how people view him. They want him dead, and it's I'm not gonna lie. I used to think of Donald Trump as one of those evil people that didn't deserve to be in office. But I did now I understand why everything happens the way it does.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you're saying. A lot of people in my school, they always, make up stuff and call him racist at one time in class. This one girl said Donald Trump is racist and all that kind of stuff. And if you have that opinion, that's fine. But I was just wondering. I said, well, what do you think he does or what he said was racist? Did she kind of come out with anything? I mean,
You know,
simple
and
stuff like that.
and a lot of people like to point out that he said grab them by a pussy, but people need to know that that were private conversation, and he didn't know that he was being videotaped during that whole thing.
Hmm. Right. You're right.
And like he said, that was bathroom talk or like a private conversation. And people say stuff that they don't really mean, like they would never say in public.
Yes. Yes, I
A
understand what you're
person,
saying.
and I'm going to say that a person that I do not like or dislike is you guys know him, Jake Paul.
Yep.
Oh, wait, who is that?
Jake Paul,
Colonel.
like a vlogger type of guy on YouTube.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually seen him.
Well, he got around 10 million subscribers. He's very annoying to me because he constantly messes with his neighbors. In fact, he accused another big YouTuber of assaulting his assistant,
Hmm.
and come to find out that he never did it, and he still won't take action, or he still won't apologize for what he says. And those are the things that really make me mad about him. You know, and just like people, I don't understand how those type of people get the fans that they do, but I guess they get the audience that they get. You know, it's just like I'm not hating on him because he makes money. Don't get me wrong. You go after the grind, but
Yes.
it's the fact that what he does, it gets annoying to the neighbors, to the police, to everything. In fact, he can't even record in his house anymore without a permit and a firefighter there because he set fire in the pool and he almost set fire to the whole neighborhood.
Hmm. And I don't know about you guys, but I just can't imagine how his fans or whatever, the so-called Jake Paulers, still support him after he does all this stuff. I mean, I get it. People can get crazy sometimes. I understand that, but this is just, is over the limit. I still don't understand why they're supporting him and all that stuff. It just doesn't make sense to me.
And yesterday I was watching his music video on. I guess he was saying in his music he got a couple, but in this one I was watching, he was saying that people don't know the stuff that he done that been good, and that I understand that he has done some good. It's the fact that he going to Harvey or he in Texas right now trying to save people. That all well and good. I don't hate him for that. It's just the fact that what he does on a regular basis kind of annoys me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it just like it. That's just me. Everyone is completely different. All that.
Right. And on the note of him being crazy and stuff, let's just suppose that he suddenly, whatever, something bad happens to the channel, whatever, and he needs another job, something not related to YouTube, not an actor job, like an actual job. Well, if he has this on his record, I doubt he'll get hired.
Oh,
I,
he
I,
definitely not getting hired in the acting business for the stuff that he done. In
yep,
fact, in
that's for sure.
fact, in fact, I don't even know why Teen Choice Awards allowed him to sing on this thing.
Hmm. And, Teen, can I ask for your honest opinion on this?
Yeah,
Do you think he's a good rapper?
as in, I mean, I'm not gonna like he a decent one. I don't say he a great one. I wouldn't say he a rapper. More like he a decent singer.
Decent singer? All right.
I'll be right back. You two chat a while.
Oh,
All right, sure. So, Mentalist, what's been going on lately?
man, just staying busy. Like I said, I got my own business I'm running now, and trying to help where I can here and there with the family systems tech stuff. I was just
All
looking
right.
over here in the live chat though. There's that dude, Doctor Salt, said his uncle was a vet of the Iraqi war, and now he's going through shit in his marriage. I'm like, I don't know what's up, but marriage is a trap of the state anyway. That's one of the things we always talk about.
Right. All right. Yeah. Today, I went to like those outlets they have, those premium outlets and all that stuff.
You were playing what now?
Today we went out shopping to those premium outlets they have those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went to one of those, and believe me, I was now that I have the Mgtow understanding, I understand the Mgtow philosophy and all that stuff. I mean, I started to see guys. I mean, honestly, they're acting like simps, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, well, I mean, I've been seeing this type of behavior, ever since I was a kid, and I don't even know. I don't even. It's just surprising how I'm starting to see this stuff right now.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, wow. So,
Well,
I
I mean
mean,
that's how men are trained. They're trained that through fucking media and everything else. I mean, go watch any fucking sitcom anywhere, like any sitcom show on any major TV station, and you're going to see sitcoms that portray the men as pussy whipped and stupid and
right.
gotta have their wives do everything for them and all this other chump shit. That's just not how it is. It's never how it's been.
Yeah, I would just, yeah. Have you seen my video on that? I made a video of that on my channel.
I'm gonna go watch it though.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just made a quick video about that, but I mean, I'm not sure if I can pull up the statistic right now, but it was a study or a survey on Forbes.com, and they were showing like a statistics chart of how men are going to be portrayed in media.
All right, I'm back.
We're talking about portrayal of men in media now.
What happened?
We're talking about the portrayal of men in media now.
Oh, let me get on this real quick. Man in media is portrayed as either a deadbeat dad, abuser, or just a terrible guy in general. But never portray good. Only sometimes, I would say. Sometimes. But in many cases, men in media are portrayed as bad people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, hold on. I got a donation real quick. The man, no doubt. Thank you for the stream team with the $2 donation. Thank you for donating. Anything helps. Uh, as we continue on, Academy.
Yeah.
Oh, you. I didn't. Yeah. What's up?
Oh yeah. We still talking about the media stuff because I actually was able to pull up like some
Oh,
statistics and all that
all
stuff.
right. I didn't know what happening, but
Yeah.
it's just that it's easy to see that you know e- like I said before, there are some men that get portrayed better in media than what we think, but in most cases, that's not the case. TV shows, for example, men get treated like they're dumb. Like, for example, Family Guy, just the old type of cartoons that's still around. Family Guy,
Mm-hmm.
Simpsons, American, I wouldn't say American Dad, but they get treated not just those two. The father portrayed as a idiot.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. In Family Guy, Peter and Chris, they're pretty much portrayed as stupid people, as dumbasses who don't know a thing. Um, and what was the name again? Brian. I mean, he's not stupid, but he's, well, quite frankly,
He
portrayed as a
is.
skirt chaser.
I'm gonna say that Brian to me is a complete. He a faker. He fakes that he knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
He to me not good. In fact, my favorite character, Quagmire, because most people don't look. Most people think he is sexist. That he only in there for sex. But you look at a few episodes that he actually in, that he doesn't, that he isn't portrayed that way. He actually telling knowledge. That he actually, he telling the truth about many situations, and people don't pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm. Right. I see what you're saying with that. In addition, I'd like to also add to the discussion right now. I'm trying to pull it up, but I got it. Right now, I'm finding this off of Forbes.com, and it's showing like a little infographic showing how a man is 18% likely to be a metrosexual pretty boy in the media, and then he's also 23% likely to be a ladies' man or a skirt chaser like Brian is, and 32% likely to be a macho man or an action hero. So those are what men are most likely to be portrayed in the media. Um, so for the good kind of characteristics,
Oh,
it's
remember,
actually
men
negative
can't
percents.
be pigeonholed into gender roles. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's what you're saying. So like it says that a man is negative 31% likely to be a good-hearted man or a man that is trying to do the right thing. A man is also negative 30% likely to be a hardworking, a self-sacrificing person, and a man is negative 17% likely to be a protective, fatherly person. And the reason that these shows don't change, men into being good characters is because that's the way they make profit. So
Mhm.
they're just in it for the money. That's basically how
You
it
wanna
is.
know? You wanna know what else is funny though? Um, it just I would think about this a lot, and I'm kind of getting away from the TV thing, but it might have something to do with TV too. My thing is, guys are born, or they're not are born. When they get older, they get more handsome. They get more wealthy in
Distinguished.
most cases.
Yeah.
They get more women as they get older in many cases. The thing is to for the society to back that up, they had to make strict rules to prevent men to have a good life. Have a good life, basically. They had to make the rules that basically, you know, shows the man being put down. You know, like I would think about this a lot the last few days. I was thinking like men. I would think about myself because I'm not a bad looking guy. In fact, in fact, you know, I'm very confident in my looks so much that I think if I tried, I could get any girl at my school. You know,
Right.
it's just that the way society is, they have to make guys seem terrible. In fact, funny thing is, I went out to eat with my family yesterday, and when we went to the restaurant, I was looking around and I was seeing all the older females there, and they looked terrible. They had bags over their eyes, and I was seeing the guy that they were with, and the guys looked way better than the woman. Even they had makeup on. It's just like you can see in everyday situation. It's not even funny.
That's
Right.
the wall.
And people, it's weird, you know. People I might or I would give me my friend a choice as well. I was saying, do you? And he's a guy too. I would give him a choice. Will you want um a kind of rude friend that but would tell you the honest truth, or will you want a happy-go-lucky friend that going to lie to you all the time? He
Oh no,
said he
that's true.
said it's a difficult choice. I told him straight up I would take the rude friend over the happy friend any day of the week because at least he going to tell me the truth no matter what.
Right.
And that's how people want it now in society. They want to have fake people be telling them all these nice things that are not true.
Yep. Yep. See what you're saying.
It's a sad thing to see in all this.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't. I mean, I just know. I just don't know what to say about. It's hard to accept, but that's just the way that things are.
You want to know what else is funny though? What was it last year?
Hmm.
This female told me that you now she wasn't a drop dead gorgeous female, but she was alright in my opinion
All right.
in looks department, and she was telling me all you need to do is stay confident, and you be able to get anyone you want. That's the mindset that we men need to go by. Staying confident in many situations. If we stay confident, nothing can pull us down.
Yep.
In my experience, that's true.
In fact, I played tennis at my school. I am very confident. I am number one at my school. I can compete with people from different school because I am very confident in my ability. Am I a great player? No, I wouldn't say I'm a great player. It's just that my confidence really shines in those areas.
Yeah, but that confidence to get in your opponent's head too. That's half the battle.
Hmm. And just
Yep.
show you that the more older you get, the more confident you get, at least in the man, like, as a man. And, a lot of doors can open in those areas.
Yeah, I see
And
what you're saying.
fun fact, I know I'm going on and on, but I was watching this animator, and she was basically talking about how you have a devil and an angel on your.
Actually, you know what? Somebody in the live chat just posted something up, and I think we should talk about that.
Go ahead.
I
Go
really
ahead.
do. Alright, so, like, this Will Winters guy, he said confident men are Mgtow.
Mhm.
And so I got a theory about that. And so Mgtow men, pretty much most of them are all confident, right? So the reason why is because once you reject society's standards of what makes you a man, you have nothing to cling to that will bring you down out of a confident nature.
Hmm.
Because what is it that brings men down? Let's think about that. Like what in a man's life brings him down?
Usually a woman.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean usually. But here's the thing, like, why? Why does that bring him down? Because the only thing I can think of that could blast a man's confidence is not living up to an expectation.
Oh yeah, true. In
Okay.
anything, even our parents can do this too. They put you at expectation to follow or to get to, and you might not be able to reach it, and that bring down your confidence level. Like, hey, I can't do this. And yes, I think we all been there before, at least once in a lifetime, where we have let down someone that we wasn't able to you know, complete their tasks or do something that they ask for. You can look at it as sports, family, school, anything, work, anything. That just happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know, other than failing the expectations of other people that are supposed to be important in your life. I don't see a reason that your confidence could be destroyed or blasted.
It's just like, and this is why I say men should never marry women, because in most cases women would do that to you. Women would
Sorry,
bring,
right. It's like because men are conditioned to need women. Like that's our social training from when we're born.
yeah, like for example, my family wanted me to marry. They're still expecting me to marry in the future. I'm not going to marry
Well,
anyone.
there's too much danger in
Yeah, the
marriage.
too
I
much.
actually had a conversation about this earlier today with somebody because somebody actually asked me the whole thing about like well, why don't you want to get married? I'm like, are you shitting me? Marriage is a losing game for me.
Mhm.
for everybody.
And we're not
Yeah.
saying, and a lot of people misunderstand what we're saying. We're not saying that you can't be with any woman, you can't be in a relationship. Just don't get married, don't move in, don't have kids. Easy steps to follow to be a happy-go-lucky guy in your life with no worries. You
Or at
be
least an asshole that tells the truth.
true, true. Like that, like honestly, that who I am though. I tell people the truth, and they take that as me insulting them or me being rude. I don't care.
Yeah.
I actually don't
Some
care.
people
I
do.
gave up on caring long ago because I have society push me to the end.
Yeah. I used to joke around and say, no, I dropped my give a shit a long time ago. I never bothered to go pick it up again.
And a lot of people, like a lot of women at my school, find me attracted that way. Like a lot of like underclassmen, like juniors, sophomores, freshmen, find me attracted because I don't give a shit about what people think. I do what I like to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's
Yeah,
the
they don't go
thing, like I
after.
said, about the whole marriage thing. All right. So, like, you get married, and then you're in a contract with this bitch, under the state, right? All
Mm.
right. So now, if you break that contract, and you got that whole courtroom bias, you're screwed because she's going to be able to like come at you with the advantage of the state behind her for child support and alimony and legal fees and any other kind of shit that you can think of.
If
And she's probably going to get it.
you want to know what's kind of funny though, another Mgtow told me that this, or someone I watch, he would tell me that, or he was saying that the state needs the man's money. The man usually makes more money than the woman do 9 out of 10 times, so they have to get the
That's not true.
man to be paying the child support, the alimonies, so the state don't have to.
I wrote a fucking blog about this on my WordPress, like the minimalistmctow.wordpress.com, about the fucking the pay gap thing. There is no fucking pay gap.
Give
That shit's
me
not real because correlation does not equal causation.
Give me 1 second. I had a donation. The man, no doubt. Thank you for donating again. $2. Do I need you, or do I team? Or let me try to say what you're saying. Team, you are ahead of your time. Thank you for the donation. I always appreciate it. And go on. Sorry about that. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold
Oh no
on,
no.
hold on, hold on.
Oh, Will McCow donated one.
Royal McTow.
I could
Thank
start
you for
live
your
streaming if people are gonna like spam money at me. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for donating $5. He sure is. It always appreciated. Go on.
That's funny. But no, I was saying, what's shit? Where was I at? I lost my train now.
Yeah, I don't know either. But so basically, I was saying, and let me try to help you, that that's how society puts it and all that goodness. I weird. Oh, I was basically saying like being. I think we want confidence and just like
Or
it just,
also talking about like the women getting the support of the state. When it
oh
comes to
yeah, it's state. It like I said, the state wants a man to pay because usually they make more money than women do.
that's what it was. I was talking about. I did a blog post on this
Oh,
shit. That's what it was.
go on.
Yeah. So like I did the whole deal because all right. So causation and correlation are two different things. Now here's the reason the pay gap's full of shit. Okay. The reason the pay gap is full of shit is because if you look at the jobs that women choose versus the jobs that men choose, they're not choosing the higher paying jobs. It's not that
Exactly.
they're not going to school, getting the education, they don't have every opportunity. Hell, they have more opportunity because they have better scholarship programs and everything else to help them get the education for those higher paying jobs, but they're not choosing to do that. So that's not men's fault. They're not choosing to go after the higher paying jobs. That's their choice. There you go. So that's the reason that, fucking the pay gap's bullshit because it's not men's fault. They're not choosing to go after those jobs that men are working.
And plus, men usually work longer hours than women do. They
Yeah.
work more.
And more
They
dangerous.
work. Yeah, they work overtime. They work more dangerous job. They do all these things to make money. Either they have a family, they have to support a child. They just have that's why men do this. They've been trained to do this their whole life to get the money to get money, and people don't realize that we've been trained our whole life to make money for another person. But what
Well, I
if
actually
we
came up
make?
with a theory too called the social repayment theory.
Hmm.
So here's the thing, though. Even though, and let's entertain the thought. Okay, let's just entertain the fucking thought that the pay gap was real for a second. Let's say that there was that 77 cent to $1 pay gap thing. All right, fine. Fuck it. Let's say it's a real thing. Even so, even if that was the case, women control 90% of domestic spending. So they're still controlling money they're not even making through these fucking blue pill guys that are letting them do that shit. So even if the pay gap was real, they're still getting to spend their share plus the 90% of the men's share. So why the fuck are you complaining?
Let me say this also because I did see a video on this. And I was very very surprised. They were basically saying that, or this old woman who was saying that basically domestic violence, although thing usually the guy innocent, but the police takes the woman, um, you know, woman, what the word for it, even though you don't see any marks, bruises, or anything. And then the guy had to fake jail time because of that. And just like, why put yourself through that for someone else? You should never be doing that. Having kids with them, not the way to go. Really, it's not,
Hmm.
because
Okay.
then they
And
can like. Oh, go on.
I'll let you finish your point because I want to kind of change the topic. But you can go ahead and finish your point.
No, I would basically going to finish off by saying like it's not worth it to go through all that pain and suffering just to be with someone.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I believe it was Doctor Soul who brought it up in the live chat. Pretty much everybody was starting to talk about sex robots and sex dolls and how that we're going to start to use those more than women. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Oh, that's going to be a big thing in the future, not just for Mgtow, for
That's
any
definitely gonna
man.
be that's gonna be a game changer all the way around.
The reason why I say this is because a lot of women expect you to pay for them for sex, or
Uh,
just pay for them to go out with them to eat. That costs a lot of money if you add it up all together. A sex box, yeah, it might cost something in the beginning. It might cost thousands of dollars, but it's a well worth investment where you can just do it anytime you want to, any day, any hour, anything.
Well, I have this driving service, right? And I've actually had female passengers, and I have heard them in the conversations, talking in the back seat while I'm driving, saying that they have just going out with men just to get like free dinner out of it and shit like that. So basically, they got no fucking problems just using a dude for just for a free dinner or something. They don't care.
Oh, yeah, and also about the sex dolls, it greatly reduces the chance of you having to pay. It greatly reduces the chance of
Holy
you having to
shit!
get a kid. Huh?
Sorry, dog. This is fucking this Timothy Coney. It's like cheaper than paying for some land wheel, bitch. I was like, oh shit! Holy hell!
All right. All right.
like
All right.
like I
Oh
was
my
saying.
All right.
And then I think in the future they're going to create something where men can have babies on their own. Not like us having babies, but us being able to create baby without women being involved. You
Oh,
know,
that's already in process. They're working on artificial wombs and are working on like lambs or sheep or
Yeah.
some shit right now.
You know,
that is so for a game changer too. You know, a lot of things
Oh yeah,
going to be for men in the future.
yeah, because
And we're
technology is about to make it where we don't need, if we really want it, we don't need women for pussy and we don't need women to procreate. They've already got stem cell research where they can take a like a cell from a male and turn it into a female egg.
like
Mhm.
it going to bring up questions. What is going to happen to females then? There's soon going to be no use in having them. Honestly,
I'm reminded of a talk that was several years back in Canada that was done by Kieran Strachan about the subject of feminism in Canada making the accusation that men are obsolete. That accusation is about to be reversed.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Was it on a talk show?
No, no, it was like a big ass talk that was done at some sort of summit in Canada.
Something Kennedy. No, I think
She
I've
actually
seen
had some
something
sort
like
of
that.
feminist in the crowd stand up and try to give rebuttals for the points, and she just systematically shut her ass down. It's pretty funny.
All right. Yeah. So, but what do you guys think that women will do? Because I do know, I'm pretty sure that there will be a point in time where, I mean, technology is just going to pretty much replace them. All right. So
I I feel like that they're going to start paying for men then. You know, older women do it now to some extent because they can't get anyone anymore. They do pay for men to spend time with them in some places. I feel like in the
yeah.
future that's going to be the whole thing then. Now women are going to pay guys to be with them, really.
Yeah, that utility is going to start getting locked down at that point. So they're going to be fighting that shit tooth and nail, like every way they can. You're going to hear all these people talking about all that shit's unnatural, and you're going to hear a lot of like religious, rebuttals and shit going on, and they're going to fight it. They're going
In
to fight it.
fact,
They're going to fight it.
in fact, I was listening to someone. He was telling me that um, that he believes that women will try and make laws in the future for sex box, saying that so they have rights. You know that what people are going to put out to stop men from doing that. What do you guys think about it? So sex box has rights. You know,
What?
Why?
Right.
Does my can opener have fucking rights?
I
Does
mean,
no,
my computer have rights?
I get what you're saying, but
but seriously, that would females think. They think that if sex box become a big thing, that there should be rights implanted in
oh,
there.
are you trying to say like feminists are kind of because like it represents a female, they're gonna try to give her rights because it's a female? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's something like that, I believe.
Yeah, feminists are gonna try to stir up some garbage and try to create
Well, yeah,
rights
they're going
for
to try.
sex
Like I said, they're
bots.
going to fight against the shit any way they can.
Like,
That'd be my response. I'd be like, bitch, does my can opener need rights?
All right, yeah, I'll use that in the future. I'll use that in the future then.
like, like I said, it just like I soon enough men won't need women.
Huh?
The only thing that men would need women for is nothing really. We already if everything it goes with goes as planned, we're going to be able to create life without women. We're going to be able to have
Okay.
sex without women. What do we need
Hey
women for
guys,
then?
Hey guys. Yeah.
Somebody brought up the whole subject of AI, but even an AI doesn't
tomorrow.
matter because you can program an AI to act any way you want it to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can program AI to
Okay.
be better than women, have better conversation than women,
Okay.
even better conversation than your friends, really. So there's no. What would be a point of women then? Tell me. There's nothing.
Yeah, if you can draw that, yeah.
If
But
they get replaced like that, there'd be nothing. It'd be a divide between men and women.
don't worry about that. Oh, okay, so you have the drawing. Go research the lifting mechanisms tomorrow.
And time will only tell if this stuff
Yeah.
goes through without a hitch. But you know, the left would probably try and stop it eventually, try and make it harder to do these things. Hold on. The man, no doubt, with a donation of $2. Thank you for donating again. Championships, LOL. Thank you for donating. As usual, let's continue. Um, yeah, basically, it just if you look at the big picture, women won't have any use in the future.
Yeah.
I want to get your opinion on what you think will happen then. Honestly,
Um, Let me just say something real quick. I don't know about them, but pretty much all their lives they got by their looks or what other kind of crap they do. All the girls in my school right now, they just get by with their looks and nothing else. They don't focus on schoolwork. It's just about the looks. So when they start to get replaced and all that stuff happens, they won't know what to do because they didn't get education or they didn't learn necessary skills such as social skills. So honestly, I don't know. Maybe they will become homeless, or no, they won't get jobs. I don't know, but
Or they
they should
find a
have.
blue pill and they get married, they get divorced, and they get part of his assets enforced by the state.
I feel like if it gets
That's
worse,
a business for some bitches. I'm
I
sorry.
feel like if it gets worse to a point where most men stop marrying, they would have to create a new law to protect men in the future. If that ever goes our way, to
Oh,
where
they've already had a Supreme Court justice say that.
yeah, like I said, like a lot of people say, it's going to happen in the future. It happening more and more nowadays. So we just need to wait till this stuff finally happens.
Mm. So, what would be your guys' estimate of how long that would take? I mean, it's going to be a gradual process, no doubt about that. But how long do you think it will be until we start to get initial progress or initial change?
Well, the sex box is already
Yeah, they're already
currently,
being developed.
yeah, they're already being built. They're
So, not
working.
too long.
Well, with the sex box, not too long. The having babies,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be a while till that happens. I believe it's not going to be right off the bat. Probably I give like 10, 15 years to be done, if not sooner. What about your guys' prediction?
Um,
Fucking prison. Fucking program saying knowledge like this fucking crazy number of genders.
oh, yeah. I actually know him in person. Okay. Um, so,
Prison.
huh? What happened?
How do you say that screen name? Ex president.
Yeah.
Ex president. Yeah, he actually
Ex president.
from a
Okay.
YouTube channel banner, he actually made that for me. So
Oh, is that the guy?
yeah, you called it. Remember,
Oh,
he spoke to you. So that yep, that was him.
yeah. He made a pretty good banner. Yeah.
Yeah, he does all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy. But anyways, like Teen was saying, my guess, I'm not sure, honestly. It depends on how much the scientists work on it. And another thing I'd like to toss in there is about the development. Maybe we may get to a point where feminists are going to start to protest that too. I mean, I'm not joking. They might put a stop to that. You know, the government might put some limitations on that
Oh, of
to the point
course,
where it can
because
be developed.
feminists hate everything that men
Feminists are
do.
already fighting the sex bots right now. They're
Yeah.
already
What was
going
it?
after them.
Was it in Europe or somewhere in that area where there were a guy who would have some type of sex box or allowed to have sex with robots, and then the hookers protested over there, and he had to shut it down.
That okay, I don't know why they just had to protest everything. I mean, like I know their
Because they were
agenda
losing
is
money. They were
well,
losing money.
obviously, but what else? I mean, it just like there's like I don't even know what to say to that. It's just beyond stupid. Trying to protest freaking everything.
It's like,
Is there a way we can make it where I can post a link in the chat?
Uh,
um,
if you're a moderator, I think that'll work.
I got you. I got you.
Or I
You
can
have to be
send
a
it to
moderator?
you if you want to post it, team.
I would just make you a moderator, not a big thing.
What is that? How it works? Like you have to be a moderator to post links.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Or you can just send it to me. I would do it later. Or can I do it
Yeah,
right
I'll
here?
send it to you once you post it. Here. Yeah, this is them already. So anybody wants to see how they're already fighting the shit, there's a link to it coming up.
Alright, give me 1 second. Sorry, my thing is a little bit slow right now. But continue on with what we were saying.
About the sex dolls. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Let me see if I can remember. I was gonna say something about. What was it? What was it?
What are you talking about? How they're gonna fight it?
Did I mention how they might protest artificial wombs and all that stuff? Did I already mention that?
Yeah. Like I said,
Yeah.
they already hate men, so why wouldn't they do the same? Why
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, I do have a question I want to toss out there about feminism in general. So, pretty much now, mostly on the media, not just YouTube, but on social media, it's kind of obvious that most of the internet dislikes feminism. There's still a large part that likes it, but most of it dislikes feminism. Will this eventually be able to get to pretty much to all women, younger women, let's say, in high school or even middle school, they'll get the idea that feminism is more of a bad thing? Do you think they'll ever get the message?
But I'm thinking, like Angry Mgtow once said, that more feminists or more women would turn down feminists nowadays. But the logic, but they're going to turn down the name, but we would still support the idea of what it is basically.
Okay. All right.
Well, not to mention, I think a lot of them are seeing the writing on the wall too, because the MRA and the Mgtow sectors are becoming bigger and bigger every day, and more men are waking up to the social culture we're in. This is the time of our awakening. Like this is the time that we're getting to see what the fuck's up. And things are beginning to change. Culture is beginning to change. The narrative about pro male culture is starting to change. As the Red Pill documentaries and everything have proven. But see, what you're going to end up having is you're going to have women that are going to denounce feminism in the attempt to get men to go back to the plantation.
No, that's not going to work on me. I don't know about you guys, but that's not working on me.
No, that's not going to work on me either. But you're going to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dr. Salt just said in the live chat, Mgtow is winning when women are denying feminism. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to get a mixed bag of it. You're still going to be cautious, though. I mean, there's going to be some women out there that might be legitimate about, backing down from feminism and realizing that, they're screwing men over with, the social, structure we live in. But you're going to have a lot of them that are just, throwing that fucking song and dance out there, trying to trap motherfuckers back in the plantation. So.
Mentalist, you're a moderator now. You can post it. My thing won't do it. But yeah, you're correct. Like I said, more.
Yeah, this was that fucking link talking about how feminists are already attacking the sex dolls and shit. So.
Like I said, like more and more women are turning down feminists, but I think people are still going to try and stay with it because they don't really know what it means nowadays. Like I hate the male feminists. Really, they turn on their own gender just to get pussy, but they don't get pussy. Or we
That
don't.
is, yeah, that is the max level white knight slash simp, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know what's their agenda either. It
Like,
doesn't make sense.
if you see my not today video, but yesterday video, I believe, there were a white knight who stopped a fight between a guy and girl because first off, the girl was beating up on a guy like badly, and the crowd like go get him, all this like cheering the woman on. But when the guy got the upper hand, a guy stepped in and was holding his, I believe, arm back from beating up on her. Why would he do that? Oh, because his friend about to get her ass beat. You can't just pick sides. It's a fight. Anything goes.
Hmm.
I don't think people understand that anything goes in the fight. Yeah, you might say some cheap shots, cheap, but it's a fight at the end of the day for your life.
Sorry, I was reading something in live chat. Timothy Coney just said, "Team Mgtow, those simps can't get pussy because you can't get what you are." That's so true.
Yeah, true,
He's
true.
right.
Like I said,
that's almost fucking philosophical. You take the red pill, you stop being a pussy. It's like, oh shit.
and when we turn, more people respect you then for you not being a pussy. Like I said, if I tell you guys this all the time. I'm so confident that I believe that I put some effort into getting like actually putting the effort into women. I'd be able to sleep with them. I choose not to because I wasted my time.
Hmm.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah. Um, I just like I just have this feeling that when I get older, I'm going to eventually have to explain to my parents why I don't want to get married. Okay, I mean I won't mention this whole MGTOW stuff. It's gonna take the wrong way, but I mean I'm still going to have to explain why I won't get married or why I don't want to get married. And I mean I just don't know how to explain it because to them it's gonna sound, um, kind of rough or kind of harsh. I was talking to them. I was actually talking to my friend the other day about gold digger pranks, and my mom heard me. She's like, "Whoa, whoa, you watching gold digger pranks at 13 years old?" And then she started giving me this lecture about how you gotta respect women, all this stuff. I mean, if I'm just talking about gold digger pranks, I mean, how am I gonna explain the more serious stuff? I mean, I get it. It partially has to do with my age, but still, how is she like? What is she gonna? Well, how is she gonna react to the more serious stuff that I talk about? I mean, that's the one thing I'm kind of hesitant about.
Like I said, you can't reason with them.
Yeah. And Timothy Coney is also saying, bro, just tell them the divorce courts and family courts are fucked up if things go south. And I mean, yeah, I'm kind of already telling them that, but I mean, they're still like, those are just people having bad luck. I mean, if I just say no, it's not just people having bad luck. It's pretty much happening to everybody. I mean, they just don't, they just can't get that through their head. So what
Well,
else can I
the
do?
hope is like by the time you get done to worry about that, maybe the culture will have shifted some, and that shit will change a lot too.
And
Hmm.
I just want to point this out. Even if the man is still married to a woman, he probably A doing it so he don't have to do alimony or child support, and B he just don't want to deal with all the court stuff. He rather just go to her, aka bullshit, than deal with that other thing.
You
Other
Right.
know, there's an old expression: "It's cheaper to keep her." You hear a lot of like older guys that are married that'll say that shit when they're talking about us. It's cheaper than going through all the legal shit just to stay married.
Yeah. And
and
I
then
actually want to share like a little bit of a personal story on that. This happened not too long ago. So my uncle, I'm not gonna give out his actual name, of course, but my uncle, he married another doctor because they're both doctors, right?
Mike
Um,
Moss is right. You
yeah,
just go your own way. You don't know the explanation. So sorry
yeah,
to
no,
hear that.
and he has two kids. They and obviously the doctors they have a pretty decent life. They own a nice house. My uncle drives a BMW. She drives a Mercedes. They got two kids, and they're having a happy life. The problem is whenever they come to visit, his wife causes literal hell between even his own mom, which is my grandma, and my mom, which is his sister. So one day he came because he wanted to pick up my grandma and take them to the hotel they're staying at. firstly, he wanted to come in, bring the entire family and just hang out with us. But his wife said no. Okay, I don't even know why, but she just doesn't want, to come in. She just doesn't want to come in. So she sent him in to get my grandma, who at the time was pretty sick. She's better now, but at the time she was pretty sick, and she was in the car running the air conditioner with the kids. I mean, my mom was like, she's telling him, bring the entire family in. They're all welcome to eat. And he's like, I could tell that he's being forced, that he can't do anything. He can't even sit down. Like my mom was telling him, you want to sit down on the couch? He's like, no. I could tell he was actually kind of scared. But the look in his eyes, he was really scared. And he obviously knows that the courts and stuff, the divorce system is kind of messed up. So he's kind of stuck where he is. Okay, and I do feel bad for him. I just don't know what to do. I try to help him out, but what else can I tell him?
You can't really do anything in that situation. You already lost all the power, especially a woman talking to him like that. Then he, like I said, most men who are still married to the woman, they're doing it because they don't want to deal with the divorce courts and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the time, women will win it.
Right. And also, I would like to bring up another thing. Mentalist, this is especially something I like your opinion on because you know more about this. So, firstly, it's kind of like a two-part question. My first question to you would be, do you think that there ever would be a slight chance that there's a possibility that, the divorce courts will have like a little turn, I guess, like a little change in men's favor? Do you think that's possible?
Okay, so you want me to go ahead and answer that part now?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do think that. And the reason I think that is, besides the fact that the cultural narrative is changing, you have Supreme Court Justice Gershon, I believe it was,
Mm-hmm.
a few months back, actually notated, and this was the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court, and she notated in a case she was working on with immigration that men face a courtroom bias, and that
Mm-hmm.
Congress needs to introduce some legislation to change that. So that's already been said by a Supreme Court justice. We start
Okay.
talking about the highest authority in the land recognizing that bias is there and that there needs to be a lawful change to stop that, to protect men in court. That means that change is already being talked about.
Like, for example, I can bring this up. For black people, you know how it used to be the courts would be biased against black
Yep.
people?
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
changed that. So anything possible, they can change that. It's just going to take time. Especially the highest authority already looking at it and say, yeah, these courts are very biased for women on women's
Mm-hmm.
sides.
Right.
It
And
it it just shows you that yeah, change is possible no matter how bad it looks.
Matter of fact, I
right.
did a video on that. What you're talking about there, the the Mgtow and MRA victory on my channel talks about the Supreme Court justice talking about that.
Right. Okay, yeah, and you guys both raised great points there. So my second question would be, will feminists be able to stop? Because obviously there's no doubt, I guarantee you 100% they're going to protest whatever change would be possible, okay? So, Teen, like you were saying how they're biased, there's black people in courts. Well, yeah, that's against black people, okay? That's like, I'm not sure how much percentage of the population in America is black people. But we're talking about an entire gender here. We're talking about not just black people, but all men. And
Hmm.
Mhm.
what about feminists protesting this? What effect will that have on
It,
courts?
The effect it's going to have is it will slow it down. It won't stop it, but it will delay it. Because what you've got basically in feminism at this point is you've got what's called a perpetuated bureaucracy. All right, so feminism has served the purpose that feminism set out to do 50 years ago or whatever. And so it's already served its purpose to give women equal footing with men, et cetera, et cetera. Um, nothing's perfect, but they got what their main objectives were. So what I mean when I say a perpetuated bureaucracy is feminism as a movement was a bureaucracy because they started having the state back. The reason it's now become perpetuation is it's outlived its purpose, and now they're just trying to change feminism into something else uh, to keep it alive.
The
That's why
base.
you have like this third and fourth wave bullshit that's going on.
I would say this: they're basically trying to make it an only women country, where everything is for women, basically.
Yeah.
But that not like I said, things will change in the future. They're not like everything changing no matter how much people don't want it to change.
Yeah, so
It
they'll slow it
just,
down, but they won't stop it.
of course, you can't stop something forever, or you can't stop it in general, but you can slow it down a lot to the point where it's hard for them to move on or move ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, you guys know about the riot in Charles, and I won't get the name wrong. It starts with a C. Um, I think it happened this month. Charlesburg or something like that.
You talking about Charlottesville?
Yeah. That.
I don't
Sorry,
Oh
know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
will forget the name. Um, but you know how apparently all the not protested, but people that were in that were apparently Nazis, white Nazis, apparently, and the riots over there. The Nazis, I quote that, because they were not violent. They were just standing up for their First Amendment, all that. And I'm not saying I support them for doing that. Neither am I saying I don't
yes.
support them at the First Amendment. But you saw all the protesters, and they were getting violent with them to a point where they need police out there to protect them. So you look at who actually are the bad people in this situation.
Uh-huh.
Where a lot of people would go Nazi, but you look at the big picture, it's the protesters who are actually the bad people in this situation. Yeah, you might not support what they do, but is their First Amendment right? They're able to do this, and you just
All right,
stop
now
them from.
hold on. I'm confused. Now you're saying this is something to do with the First Amendment, right? But
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not understanding how a law for the establishment of religion having to do with tearing down Confederate memorials.
No, I'm not saying the protesters they were doing the First Amendment. I'm talking about the Nazis and all those people that were showing the Confederate flag and all that. I'm talking about they were using their First Amendment right. The people who weren't and were bashing them for it were the protesters that pulled down the statues and all that because
But
they did.
what I'm asking is, are you sure you're talking about the correct amendment? Because the First Amendment is talking about not having an establishment of religion where it deals with politics.
I'm talking about my bad. I'm talking about free speech and all that.
Okay, gotcha.
My bad. My bad. A little bit confused on the things, but yeah, I'm just talking about free speech in general, and the people who pulling down the statue and all that. They were against the people who were just there wearing Nazi symbols, wherever, and they're allowed to do that because I freedom of speech. And people get that confused and saying that, oh yeah, you're not able to do that. That hate speech. Well, they're not threatening anyone. They're not saying that they're going to blow up something. They're just wearing the symbols and holding the flag. Am I saying the right thing to do? I'm not saying that. Am I saying the wrong thing to do? I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is there's freedom of speech.
Right.
And that's the problem with feminists. They don't understand what that is. They only think that they're able to do it. If you go to other countries, they don't have that. If you go to Iraq, they don't have that. But people say America is so bad. Then why don't you move to those countries and see how it is?
Mm-hmm. All right.
And I just want to say this, and then I'm going be done on topic. But in other countries, they abuse women, and it's
Yep.
bad abuse. You know,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
they would kill in Iraq. They would kill women for not wearing the turban. You know, the right way or something like that. It's just like if you're saying America is so bad, go to those countries and see how it is.
Yeah, that's where feminists belong.
Hey, it's Apparently, America is so bad, right?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah, even true feminists are starting to not call themselves feminists anymore. Like I'm not talking about the ones in America. I'm talking about the ones that are, let's say, in the Middle East or whatever, that are actually fighting for true gender equality. They're not even calling themselves feminists anymore. I mean,
Mm.
that obviously means something, all right?
They just now say that they want equality. They don't say, "Oh yeah, we're fighting for feminists," because they see how it is over here in the West. They see what we have turned it into.
Hmm. Yeah,
They
and
see, oh, I was going to say, they see the monster that we had turned the name into.
yes, I agree. And also, in the live chat, Timothy Coney said, "Send them to Russia. Feminists are considered as extremists, which they are. Russia is doing the right thing by calling feminists extremists. That's all that they are now."
Yeah, and finally, the news is finally picking up on this. Finally, like I think one of the news people are getting at Antifa for the violence that they have shown in one of the rallies. Finally, they're doing that
Mhm.
because you know how the media, especially the left side of the media, like to hide all those facts. But now it's showing that when you don't have anything else to cover, you had to cover this. Apparently, they're doing that,
Right. Right. I'm trying to see something right here.
and it just like I honestly I like this generation I'm in because we have all this amazing technology and all this, but
Yeah.
but the negative too we had to deal with all
Right.
this bullshit that been happening. It's just like crazy.
Uh huh. Yeah. And another thing that I would like to mention, this is just a question for anybody, even in the live chat. You guys can go ahead and weigh in on your opinion on this. Um, do you think that that feminism will even get to a point where it will start to influence other countries, like Sweden, for example? Like it'll continue to spread. Like I understand that a lot of people are starting to call it out and all that, but do you think it'll still spread to even the point where it'll turn into like Sweden, for example? Do you think that'll happen?
That's already happening. It's already
Well, already, but
it's
to
already
more
been happening.
countries.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
All
no,
right.
no, it's definitely going to happen because they actually have what I like to refer to as the feminist missionaries that go out into these third world countries and try to teach women about feminism in those third world countries.
Hmm.
All
That is
right.
that is a thing that
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah. If you guys ever get a chance to go to the Sweden feminist website or whatever it is, just take a look at how they're giving, like, they have this whole page dedicated to explaining how they become a Sweden, I'm sorry, a feminist government, explaining all this garbage about gender equality and all this stuff, even though it's just women's supremacy. Okay, that's kind of obvious,
You wanna know
but
what's funny?
yeah.
I'm trying to find this news story real quick, but it's about the transgender that got fired um, from her modeling thing, and some of these transgender people look better than actually women. I'm not even lying because they're more feminine than most women are nowadays,
Hmm. Yeah.
and that's something that we need to pick up because now it shows something. It's transgender are becoming more what the word more attractive than some of the women nowadays. We need to be more careful out there. We don't know
Hmm.
who a man and a woman now because society putting
Well,
that out like that's the best thing for everyone to be a transgender person.
right. And really quick, I just want to point out, I just sent Tina, I just sent you like a message to like a little article thing. It's just like what I want you to do is like maybe post in the live chat. I want everybody to go look, like scroll down, and you're gonna see like an image of feminist politicians or whatever in the Sweden government. And it just seems to me, in my opinion, that the picture itself seems to promote their agenda, like the feminist agenda. It shows like these feminist politicians there. There's one on the left. She's signing a document, and the women sitting next to her. that either have their arms crossed or their hands on their hips, and then on the very right, they just have an image of a politician that's pregnant. I guess that somehow promotes their agenda. I mean, honestly, it starts to seem like they're doing everything they can to promote the feminist agenda to the country, and now they're just creating a whole new generation of male cucks. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's just messed up.
Yeah, I'm about to show the stream that I'm talking about right now
All
on
right, yeah.
the live stream right now. Give me.
Oh yeah, and another thing I'd like to mention. I wanted to mention this, but I forgot. Timothy Coney said in the live chat, in Sweden, those freaks teach their kids in kindergarten about gender fluidity. I was gonna mention that, but I forgot. But yeah, teaching kindergartners about gender fluidity, um, that whole concept, even if teachers were to supposedly explain it to me, it just so wouldn't make sense to me. Because like if they were, let's say I was in kindergarten and the teacher started teaching me about gender fluidity, that wouldn't make sense to me because I was always when I was growing up, my parents taught me that I was a boy, and they're starting. Then when I go to kindergarten, they're starting to teach me about all these different types of genders and about gender fluidity. It still wouldn't make any sense to me though. It's dumb. I mean, I kind of feel like I wish I could go and just rescue all the rescue the younger generation of children from Sweden to save them from the stuff that they'll encounter. I mean, that's sad. Forcing, yeah, yeah. Lethal Mgtow says they force little boys to pee sitting down. That is messed up.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One second, I'm finding something. I'm trying to pull it up. It was about. What was it? Okay. No, it's not there anymore.
Okay, kick me out for a second. I'm back. Um, let me.
Damn, how'd you manage to get kicked out of your own live chat?
I have no idea. It just
Wait, what?
something.
Wait, what?
Teen somehow kicked himself out of his own live chat.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh, I didn't
how.
do nothing. I was
Yeah,
watching.
no. It was something with my connection. I don't know how. I'm still on. Okay. Um, let's see. I'm going to this article about the transgender person.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right.
If it will work. But carry on. What were you guys talking about?
We were just talking about how Sweden's kind of creating a whole new generation of male cucks and just basically terrorizing the boys. I would call what Sweden is doing to the next generation. No joke. I'm literally calling it terrorism. They're
Can you guys
terrorizing young children.
can you guys see the screen?
Of what?
No.
No, not yet. Give it a
Electronic.
second.
You have like screencast.
Speaking of which, did either one of you guys do a video about James Damore?
Huh?
Speaking of like feminist terrorism in an area.
No, I haven't heard of anything like that.
James Damore was a Google employee that got fired by Google because he wrote an inter-office memo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I say about YouTube and Google in general, they are very what the word, I wouldn't say sexist, more like they bias their own views. They don't like anyone who sees us outside.
Well, that's why he got fired, is because he tried to present a view that wasn't exactly pro-feminist, and they fired him for it.
Yeah. This is actually okay. That brings up another question I would like to ask. Do you guys think that there might be change for YouTube and Google? Like, I mean, eventually, hopefully, the CEO of YouTube, what was her name again? I forgot. I forgot her name, but she's gonna have to resign at some point. Like, will she choose another feminist? Most likely. But is there a chance that YouTube and Google will be saved for this feminist bullshit? Do you guys think that would happen eventually?
Once the narrative begins to shift and feminism starts to lose ground to logic and facts,
Mhm.
then you will see big corporations begin to follow suit. Maybe they'll get like Axe.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Good point. Good point. All right. Oh,
I tripped balls about that. Oh my god.
all right. Yeah. Oh yeah. And for you guys in the live chat wondering what Mentalist is saying about Axe, Axe featured one of his tweets on the website. Mentalist, since you're a moderator now, you can probably see if you can post a link to that. See that.
Yeah, actually, I probably could if anyone wants to see it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, and
that was trippy.
Yeah, ex-imprisonment. He said, yeah, the name was Susan Wojcicki, I think. Susan Wojcicki. I think that's the name. Yeah, that's the name of the CEO. Yeah, feminist Wojcicki. I think that's what it was. All right. 1 second. All right. Yeah. Team, you got it up
it
now.
still comes up too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give it. Okay. You see this person right here?
Mm-hmm.
She is a transgender person.
Really?
Yes, really.
Well.
Now tell me, at first glance, will you think that?
No, I thought that was a woman. I'm not joking. Not at first glance. I really thought she was a woman.
Mm-hmm. That proves how much transgenders are becoming more like actual females than females are. Now, if this will work, because my computer a little bit slow. I'm trying
I'm
to.
busy reading the URL. Transgender model says white people racist.
Oh, yeah. And also, do you guys think that transgenderism and all this stuff will affect beauty evolution? I guess, like, you know how the I don't know how what people would perceive as a beautiful woman, I guess, has changed over the decades, right? So, like, let's say the early 1900s, the definition of beauty was clearly something much different than what we define as beauty, or what we define as beauty today. Do you guys think that all this transgender stuff might influence that in the future?
Dude, it really depends. I mean, social conditioning is what's always controlled what men and women view as attractive.
Okay.
Like, there's in other countries, there are many different ideas of what is considered attractive depending on where you are and where you grew up. That's kind of a fucked up concept, but it's proven. All you got to do is look around the globe at the preferences of different men and women in different areas and different cultures.
I just highlighted what I want you guys to read. Since she posted this or she tweeted this on Facebook. Honestly, I don't have energy to talk about the racial violence of white people anymore. Yes, all white people.
Oh.
She got fired from her modeling agency because of a couple of these posts.
Good. She deserved it.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
and finally people are taking action because usually in many cases they will let this slide or not even care about it. It's just like people are afraid to do stuff when it comes to feminists or they get called sexist or something like that. They get called out for no reason,
All right. All right. In the live chat, ex-president is asking, "What do you guys think about the military transgender ban?" I'm curious to hear the opinions of others regarding it. So,
I say this. It's a privilege to go to the military. They can decline you on multiple things, like you're not healthy enough and all that. You got asthma. They don't let you in on multiple reasons. Transgender is a mental illness by doctor's standpoint. So why would they let a mental ill person fight in a war, but join the army?
yeah, and they also have the medical bills costing the army as well, I believe. So it will save us a lot of money.
Yeah, that people and the United or the states are trying to make the taxpayer pay for transgender surgery, which is stupid. Why should the taxpayer pay for transgender surgery?
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like that to me, the whole operation thing. Okay, it might seem like a good idea in theory, but it's nothing really. Well, it costs like thousands of dollars to get the transition, and out of that, like 40% of the people who go through the transition commit suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, why is it so great when that happens?
You got
Okay,
solid points, man.
that's actually pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Also, Doctor Salt is saying Sweden is going to be the first to fall. Probably, probably that's a guarantee.
I think
We're
Europe is
Europe
like
and
a.
Sweden.
I think Europe is a big feminist country on
Yeah.
its own.
Shit, so is Canada
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
Justin
Australia,
Trudeau.
for that matter.
Justin Trudeau. Yeah. Um, I understand that these people are refugees coming from war, and if you truly do need, like if you don't have anything to do with terrorism, all that stuff, I mean, I would, more than happily welcome you in my country as long as you don't break any laws and you become a citizen. I get that, but a lot of these people are also terrorists as well. They're coming from a country plagued with terrorism. So I mean, I don't mind people coming. Like if I were to live in Europe, I wouldn't mind refugees coming in, but the process right now, how they're handling it is awful. All right, and yeah, see Timothy Coney saying, "Yep, they will be invaded." All this stuff. I mean, really, that's just sad. And the other day in class, we were reading this article. Okay, you guys remember who Malala is, right? You remember who she is?
Wait, who?
Malala. She was that girl who got shot in the head by the Taliban.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, just a few days ago, we were reading an article about that in class, right? And I remember they were like in an interview with the parents. They were saying we're seeking shelter in Europe because hopefully the Taliban won't get us there. Well, I read that a few years ago, like in fourth grade. Fast forward to the eighth grade, we're reading this article, and it's the same article, but she's saying the same thing. We hope to seek shelter from the Taliban. But what's going on right now in Europe where they live? The refugees are coming in.
Like
See
I
what I'm
said,
saying?
Europe is a completely stupid country for doing that. Why we let? I mean, in theory, letting people in from a country that they try to escape is a good idea, but you're basically inviting terrorists to come into your city and attack it.
Well, honestly, what gets me is they don't realize the motherfuckers have already been there. These fucking terrorists have been homegrown motherfuckers all over, the U.S., Europe. They've got fucking compounds all over the fucking place. The terrorists are already here. They've
and
been
then
here.
and then people complain when Donald Trump said that he wanted to ban the like people don't understand. Terrorists do not just get from their own country; they get from around the world. They get people by their speeches to join them and create
Mm-hmm.
bombs to attack their home city, their hometown, whatever.
What they're doing is they're recruiting these motherfuckers out of prisons.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
That's exactly what they're doing. They're recruiting them out of prison. They got motherfuckers planted in prison to recruit them. And then when they get out, they take these motherfuckers and they put them in compounds, right?
mm-hmm.
And they fucking, give them, some semblance of a life. And so they create this loyalty aspect. So that's how they recruit. And then you get
Yeah.
3-4 generations down the line, and these motherfuckers are loyal to them.
Yes. Yeah.
but again,
And
people don't understand that, and then a lot of people don't understand that when someone is selling out a religion and then killing or setting off a bomb, they say, "Oh, why are you scared of this religion?" Because do you not hear people constantly saying it out loud, saying after
mm-hmm.
they kill multiple people, billions, not billions, but hundreds of people in a bomb? You don't think that people should be as afraid of this type of
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Because your
Islamophobia
religion
is
condones
fake.
violence, bro. Like, to a really real point. So, yeah, no, we don't fucking, support your religion because your religion is about fucking killing us. I don't support motherfuckers that want to kill me.
I'm going to say this: you don't hear any other religion doing that. You only hear what their religion. I'm blank on their religion. You guys could help me out.
come on now. I'm going to piss a whole lot of people off right now. Every religion does that.
Oh, yep.
I'm going to piss everybody off right now.
All
Just about
right.
every religion that there has ever been, motherfuckers have killed other people over it.
Well,
That's why I don't subscribe to that shit.
and my thing is, here's a fun fact about me. I cannot, like, whenever my parents make me go to church with them, we haven't done, like, in this past year or so, I always fall asleep during it. And not really interesting to me, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I have to say this. What? I need to ask you guys this. I don't know if you dealt with it when you were in your younger years, mentalist, but why do parents feel like a right to bring their child to the church when they don't understand what it is? I understand what my church is for, or what my religion should be for, but I don't like it. I mean,
Social construction and moral obligation.
it's just like I got you, That makes sense. And
They're
goes
doing it because that's what they've been trained to believe is the right thing to do.
like I say, and I point this out. If for me, Christians, I'm supposedly Christian, and I ask this, they believe that God is the answer to everything. I say this much. What was it? One of my mom's friends died earlier this year, and we went to her funeral. And I just kept wondering, if they were God, why would they allow this to happen?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that no God, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying people decisions make up most of the things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
A truck driver drove into her car and killed her and their grandpa. It wasn't God's decision that made that happen. It was a person decision.
All right. All right.
And that's my whole problem with everything, especially my religion, because my family puts that on everything. Like, for example, when my boy got a scholarship to college, my parents said, "Thank you, God, for what you done." But you're not thanking him for his own skill, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not my.
See, that's the kind of stuff that always just irritated the hell out of me. Is this like, all right, you get this dude, like say you got somebody that's got this disease, and they're about to fucking die, but this doctor cures them, right? And they're all like, oh shit, praise be to God, this disease got cured thanks to God. I'm like, no, this motherfucker spent 8 to 12 years in medical school, fucking scouring over medical text and taking tests and learning everything he could in a really hard profession to cure you. That shit was not God. Okay, that was that guy right over there.
Good point.
And then,
Good point.
like many of my friends know, I'm studying to be a lawyer when I get to college next year.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, I want to do something special for, the people that I help. I don't want them to be thanking God when I do something, like get there, like say I'm helping a man out. I don't want his family to be like, oh, thank you, God, for what you done. I want them to say me. I don't want to be like, because it takes a lot.
I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with having your faith and believing that your faith helped guide somebody or whatever. That's fine, but don't belittle somebody.
Don't say that because of your God this happened. No, it's all right for you to believe in your God, but just like give the person credit for what he did.
Right. And that dude, that dude or whatever, they had a choice. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
They
think,
didn't have to do that.
and another thing I don't get is, like, people forgive other people for saying they killed their family. And someone was, or a family member that survived would say, "Oh, I forgive you. God says to forgive." I would never forgive someone for doing that.
Yeah, you can be fucking with family.
No, I mean just in
That's
general. Like, why? How can you forgive someone for doing that? You can't,
ground you don't tread.
like say I had a kid. Not saying I will, and a murder or a person just killed them for their own gain.
Fucking Timothy. It's like that guy when he makes a touchdown when he fumbled the ball. They never say the good Lord made me drop the ball. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, what was it when I went football? They were all we before we started game. One of the guys will we were all sit in a huddle and we will pray to God. I'm like, what?
Um, I mean, I do have a religion, okay, but that does seem ridiculous. All right,
Like
I don't
that?
think that's gonna help you.
Like I said, what people do to make themselves feel more, safe, I guess. But what I was saying is like, if I had a kid and someone killed them for their own intent, I would never forget them
Hmm.
because that why you taking another person's life away. And I feel like you know how people get. I feel like those people should be locked away forever.
They should.
You take away someone's life for no reason but your own, then you should be sitting in jail
Yeah, I was gonna say
for
maybe the death sentence, but they should suffer.
the death sentence is an easy way out. Let them suffer.
Hmm.
In fact, it more. I saw this on YouTube about these people that got out after a long period of time, and like one of the inmates that got out like after 48 years or 60 years in prisons, he got out, and it would
Hmm.
basically everything was different. He then went back into jail for 2 years and then died in jail because he couldn't deal with the new stuff that been happening outside.
All right. Yeah. I mean, like what you were saying about somebody, getting the death sentence or getting life sentence. I'm kind of, I'm not sure because if they get, a life sentence, if, when I get older, I'll be my taxpayer money is gonna be funding their food and their shelter, all that stuff to be going to them. And if they death sentence, that costs more money, but won't cost as much money if they, spend the rest of their life in jail. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's the something I want to debate about.
Yeah, sorry I pissed all those people off on your channel, Teen. I just watched after I said that bullshit. I just watched your watch count go down,
no, it's
like it
fine.
halved. I pissed off like half the audience.
It's fine.
Oh,
Not a big thing. Funny thing is, and I've been like I don't know if it's me or something, but my channel like the last 2 days I've been kind of freaking out because I haven't been getting that many views
Oh
on my
shit!
latest two videos. But
Damn,
I'm
I
like,
forgot to just make
it's not a big thing to me. You know, the people who watch me. They like my stuff.
uh huh. Yeah. Where's the mentalist? I think he. You see him?
What?
Where's mentalist? I think he left.
Uh, give me
Yeah, I
a
don't see him.
second. I will invite him back. Do. So wait. You didn't have school today, did you? I'm just
Nope. It's Labor Day. Oh, he's
yeah.
back in.
Oh
Yeah, sorry.
yeah. Oh no. Oh no, not that. Gosh. How about going to Sandman's video? But anyway, well, what were I getting at? It's just like, it, what do you think about the whole thing about religion? I think academy.
I mean, if you want to believe in God, that's all right. I don't got any problem with that. Just you do you and I do me. I do personally have a religion. I mean, I understand that there's a in my opinion, there's a line between science and religion, all right? So, a lot of people I know they say, "Oh, thank God for this," and I'm like, okay, that's a bit ridiculous now. But to believe, I mean, I just think that before the Big Bang or whatever, there has to be something before that. I mean, I'm not an expert on science. Maybe my opinion on that may change as I get older, as I learn more about science. But personally, there had to be something before the Big Bang. I mean, that just, the way that things are right now, all the stuff. What's what I'm looking for? The elements in the universe, whatever. I mean, I just don't know how they just randomly came there. I mean, to think that there was ever nothing, before the Big Bang, that just, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. See, I mean, it kind of is really confusing. And experts admit right now in the live stream saying science versus religion hurts my brain. I mean, yeah, I can agree on that. I mean, if it's offensive to me, I can, I understand that, all right? there's nobody, no religion, person or whatever is immune to criticism. No doubt about that. But I mean, I'm just not sure. I mean, to say that science created it, well, everything was just there, and it just so happened to be there, that this doesn't make sense. I mean, that's the only reason I believe in
Well,
religion.
I have to
So,
say this. I have to say this. I'm going to go to Rome real quick. Back in the
mhm,
day, Rome used to be a very advanced civilization.
yep.
Yes, stuff happened to it to bring it down. I think what happened was, I think we were talking about this before, but women started to get rights in the city. Like, I think the average man didn't even have to work to make a living, right?
Hmm.
But then women started to get rights in that city. Not saying women shouldn't get rights, but started to get too much rights, as as everything else. Then they started demanding for the guy to get these slaves out, pay these slaves out, so the woman could be with them. So then more and more guys stopped marrying with these women, and then in return the Rome civilization crashed that way.
Hmm.
I think I'm kind of
Yeah.
cutting corners, but that's the big idea behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And it's showing that it not only it basically the uh, Rome was a very advanced civilization, but still it followed to, I guess you can say, feminists back in the day,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
that's the way it always been. Like I say, like a lot of females like to point it out. By every, they like to say with every man in history, there always been one by his side. No, there hasn't. And if there has, the man could achieve more in his life than with the woman.
Yeah. I was actually thinking of like a very well. I'm forgetting the person's name. Um, what was his name? I keep forgetting. It was. Do you guys remember that guy's name? It was something he invented. Um, what's his name? About like how you say that like there was a woman beside every man. There was a guy's name. I forgot what his name was. Let me see if I can find it. On the Mgtow.com. I think it's on there. Trying to find it. What was his name? Trying to think of it.
And the funny thing is, me in my U.S. government class,
Hmm?
we uh, we took a polling thing, and most of the class, beside me and another person, was all Democrats,
Wow.
and me,
Well,
the person with, I would mildly Republican, and
hmm.
she was I think the same. I'm kind of forgetting, but that just shows you how arrogant or idiotic people are. You know, they
Hmm.
don't really see the truth of this world as it is.
Uh-huh.
But
All
hey,
right.
that
And
they have to learn in the future, anyways.
all right. I'm sorry. Timothy Coney just said, "Behind every great man is a woman spending his money."
True,
Yep.
true. I am about to be 18 in
23rd.
yeah
23rd, right?
23rd of this month. So turn up birthday coming up.
Yeah, you should do like a little bit of a happy birthday live stream, I guess, and see how much birthday money you can get from your viewers. I'm not joking. That's a good way to get some birthday money. You should do that.
Uh, yeah, probably have some
You should
fun
do
with
that.
you guys. I think
Yes.
my birthday. If I let me check right now, I got my phone on me.
What day is that? Like, if it's at nighttime, like right now, I can most definitely attend.
It is on the sun. No, it actually on the Saturday. So turn up.
Saturday. All right. Well, that works out perfectly.
Yeah. So
Perfectly.
be ready for that.
Oh, hold on a second. Dr. Salt, you're 15 years. Well, I'm 14 years old. All right, cool. Yeah.
Bros. I know. I people get confused with the way I sound. People get like my face and my voice kind of, not. I don't know how to explain it. They get confused. Some people if you see my face, I look kind of older because I'm growing a goatee, but my voice is
Yep.
kind of iffy on that.
Hmm.
So some people think I'm in college, which I should be. Again, that my family held me back in first grade, um, so I should be in college right now, but I don't mind.
All right. All right. Cool. So, all right then. Yeah, I know what you're saying with the face, the voice. Kind of get confusing. I know what you mean by that.
And
Um.
plus, my mic might be adding on to that as well. I don't know.
Yes. So, once you get to college, what do you plan to do? Do you know, you're gonna see some feminist groups or
Oh
whatever?
yeah,
Like, what are you do with
that's the
that?
thing with college. You do see feminists who up there. You go to university.
Uh, yeah, that's the thing.
That's that's something that you're not going to be able to stop. But they're not
Yeah.
going. They're not going to change my mind. That's my thing. They're going to try and convince you that to go feminist. I don't know because now it's kind of dying down the word feminist or the
So,
meaning. Like like understand me real quick. The
mhm.
word feminist is dying, but the legacy of it is staying. Basically,
Yep.
more and more people are turning down feminist, the word feminist, but they still keeping the idea.
Right. I see what you're
Title
saying.
9, let's look up.
Yeah. I mean, feminism is dying. No need to look that up. Um. But
Title
yeah, I'm
9.
going to what's it called, Embry Riddle, University. So I don't as far as I'm aware, they don't really have any feminist groups or any social based groups there at all. So yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
See, I'm the polar opposite. I found somewhere that had feminist groups just so I could piss them off.
Uh huh. Any Timothy Coney says any accusation by a woman will get you kicked off campus. Kangaroo courts. Yep.
Yo, I'll be right
He's
back. I'm going to set my pool real quick. You guys continue on.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So let's see. Yeah, I was actually asking Doctor Salt how he became Mgtow, and he said he was scrolling across some feminist videos and came across Mgtow 101. Yeah, pretty much the same stuff for me. A little bit different, but pretty much the same stuff for me.
My man, Mgtow 101. I'm shit. Me and him been homies since he started his channel.
When was the last time you got in contact with it? Because he said he, had an injury or whatever happened.
Yeah, it's actually since he had his injury that I lost contact with him a bit. But I've been trying to reach out to him lately. Let's see if I can catch back up with him.
No, he's still posting videos. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, no, he is now. He got back into it. That's why I know he must have got everything settled because he started doing his videos again. So that's why I figured I'd start reaching out to him again.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Oh, did you ever post a new video on your channel yet? I'm not sure if you
Ever
did.
post what now?
Did you post a new video on your channel yet? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I posted one yesterday or the day before.
Yes,
I
I'm
think
not
yesterday,
sure
like
what
early AM.
Yeah, I got a notification for something like that, but I wasn't sure what it was. So, yeah. Yeah, isn't me.
I posted one about because I taking my time, thinking over everything and whatnot. But I posted one about Michelle Carter and James Damore and the new trend of the man tax that's started happening.
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't he always say stuff like "forever cut" and stuff like that? Like Mgtow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because Timothy Coney. Well, does he also say "fuck boys" as well? That's what Timothy Coney's
Yeah,
asking.
here we go. I got mine. That's my latest video over there.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't tell my fans this or you guys this, but here's a funny thing that happened to me and why I need to get me a laptop. So basically, me and my family went to I believe academies to pick me up some stuff for tennis. And I didn't mind. It was kind of bothersome because I've been playing for 2 days straight, and I was kind of tired, but I went anyways.
Yep.
And when we went, they barely have any tennis shoes there, so I'm like, I don't really care. Then my mom, after we got me tennis shoes, my mom was like, "Do you need socks?" I told her no. One, I said no. Then she asked me, "Do I need a pair of shorts?" I said no. Nothing else, just no. And after that, she said, when her and my dad said, "Oh, you're so ungrateful."
What?
Yes,
What?
so
How are you
Yeah, that
ungrateful?
don't even make sense.
I'm thinking that too. Like, what? How am I ungrateful? Or because you don't appreciate what you got? I'm like,
I mean, that's a
how?
bit too extreme.
Like the thought process, and I think after a couple of days, they calmed down and realized that they were acting, irrational right there. But it was like, how am I ungrateful because I'm telling you what I don't need?
Yeah,
Like
Wait,
exactly.
I
Like,
I, I understand that they were trying to be nice and buying stuff. I didn't mind that. It was just that they're saying that I'm ungrateful because I don't need this stuff.
yeah, that's a little crazy.
And then this basically proves that you can't tell people the truth now. They take offense to it. You can't just tell them
Yeah,
you can't just tell them, hey, I don't need this and all this. Later, Mgtow Warriors catch you next time. Right, yeah. You can't tell your family this or they take offense. That what I'm saying. Mgtow Academy, just need to wait a while before you tell your family all this.
yeah,
They're really going to take
that
you
you know,
for
is
this is totally unrelated, but you know something I've been thinking about that I think would be fucking cool.
yeah.
what?
You know, all right. I don't know how many like fucking gamers do I have here, like in the chat and live chat and the actual talk.
You got
Flight
me,
is a flight.
boy. You got
Is
me.
All right,
does a flight
all
simmer
right, cool,
count?
cool. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
talking like some MMOs and shit like that.
You got me, boy.
Kind of.
Lit.
All right. The reason I'm asking is because I've been thinking about like getting the fuck together and uh, making just like a Mgtow gaming consortium, right? Just
Ooh.
like nothing but Mgtow gaming dudes. Like, and we go into MMOs and just boss everybody.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
all
I
right.
think that'd be fucking cool.
Not a bad idea.
That'd be amazing. I love MMO. Like, to me, MMOs are the best type of games for me because just regular fighting games can't
Mm-hmm.
get old. Like, every other game can really get old, but in MMOs, it
Yeah.
basically like like a lot of stuff for you to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I like them. You got like all kinds of different elements and shit that you can do.
I like you.
I thought that might be kind of fucking cool. We'll like put together a little Mgtow gaming crew.
Yeah.
Not a bad
Get
idea.
us get make us a new Discord server or fuck it. I'd be willing to put up another TeamSpeak. I got rid of one recently, but shit, fucking me. Oh, X Prism. Oh, you're watching the video, aren't you?
Oh yeah. All right. All right. All right.
Right? They're fucking using feminism and then some fucking capitalism. That's horseshit.
Mm,
Simp ass motherfuckers falling for it too.
yeah, and kind of what Mentalist is saying about having like a little gaming thing for Mixhouse. I was thinking about this once. I think like this is a long time ago. Maybe I'm pretty sure it was on Angry Mixhouse live stream somewhere. I was asking him
Mm-hmm.
about having like a little bit of a alliance of channels, but it didn't work out. Would it work out if someone were to start it up again, like a little channel alliance, I guess, or a group,
As in
I
what?
mean,
I need to know what you mean by that.
like a little group of MGTOW channels, I guess, like an alliance of some sort. I mean, nothing special, but I mean, just a group to
Oh,
say that
it's
we're together.
basically a group of channels that do sort of the same thing.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
But I'm
I
not sure
mean,
how it'd work out because he said that like from what I remember, he said something like there's some arguments, guys argue, didn't work out, some of that happened, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's based off of cooperation, in my opinion. So, if we could all cooperate, it could most definitely happen, though. So, something to think about as well.
yeah. I mean, that's the reason I'm working on. You know what? I can go ahead and throw it out there. I'm working
Yeah.
on.
Mention it.
Okay. All right, I've
Mention
been
it.
working behind the scenes on some shit, personally myself. There's a new website I'm trying to put together called MGTowRevolution.com. All right.
Yeah.
And if I can get this put together, all right, MGTowRevolution.com, what I want it to be is a coalition of channels and a coalition of MGTOW that are, basically I just want it to be an info hub where everybody can see everybody's fucking videos and shit like that. I want people to be able to post blogs. I want people to be able to post content, stuff like that, to throw out different opinions about a lot of things.
You know what? That could kind of actually work as a channel alliance itself. Maybe that could just be the whole separate thing. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So,
well, I mean, it basically is what it is. I'm not gonna, my whole objective is I don't want to censor anybody's, channel, or censor anybody's content. That's not what I'm after. The only way I'm gonna fucking censor anything is you're running around, talking shit about other Mgtow or downing other Mgtow because they don't believe exactly what you believe. Whatever.
Fun fact right there. The guy that I had to block, he was doing exactly that. I was getting annoyed by what he was doing.
That Chris Hamilton guy, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting annoyed. Like. Major time, but continue.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you gave me Banhammer on your channel. Oh hell!
Shit! You have a new toy now.
Dude, I got a Banhammer.
All right. So I don't think we have anybody to ban right now, but yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I realized I was like, wait, he put the wrench next to my name.
All right, so, yeah.
No ban.
Yeah, Expressment's like no ban, please, or whatever.
I'm trying to go into what was it? Academy. You remember that website that you showed me?
Which one? The one I sent you?
The Mgtow.com.
How you create a profile? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm already in. Basically, the Mgtow.com, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
I just signed.
Are you trying to like post videos on their website, or what are you trying to do?
No, I'm just checking out what had been done because I forgot that they added me.
They added you?
Like they a while back they allowed me to. They accepted me basically. It's something like that.
Let me go there right now. Let me check. I'm not sure. Like, did they let you post videos on there? Because they do it.
No, you had to pay for it.
Yeah. Did you do all that stuff?
No.
Let me check.
I'm too lazy to.
Let me check the channel section to see if if you're there. I'm not sure.
Like it kind of funny my laziness because a lot of people find it funny. Honestly, like what was it? I was telling this person who started tennis this week that my nature is pretty much laziness, but I'm not lazy to the point that I don't do work. I just don't like to do a lot of work while I'm doing it, And they were just laughing about it, but it's true. I would say I'm a lazy person, but I get work done. That's why I tell people that why I'm number one on my team because of that nature. I know when to take things seriously and when to not.
Right. Ex-president says the man tax is so cancerous. I can't even. All right. I gotta watch that video. I can't do it now, but yeah.
And then I hate.
You can watch the video. You can see my brand new fucking spiffy ass intro.
No. You already sent me like a video of your new intro. I saw it. I mean, it was still on the editing screen, but it was it looked pretty good.
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Oh yeah. FYI, you guys, I am getting someone to create me a new thing for my channel. A new cover. No, not a new intro. A new cover picture.
Oh, like
it going. I can tell you guys this. So listen up, you guys. Listen closely to what I'm about to tell.
All right.
It's gonna have the same. I asked the guy if he can make the same gist of it with the hoodie, but instead of it turning behind, it's gonna turn in the front, and inside it's gonna be Team Mgtow in the hoodie, and it's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be
cool.
like that.
All right.
And
All
hopefully
right.
he able to do that. Just to give you guys a preview of it. And I talked to him like about 2 weeks ago, so hopefully and then he messaged me saying that he working on it. So
All right.
hopefully, it comes out great.
All right.
So it sounds cheesy as fuck, but I'd like to get me an old school leather jacket with the yellow road sign across it.
All right. Hey, is it 18? Is it all right if I just kind of, I don't know, advertise this guy, briefly? Is that all
Go
right,
for
buddy?
it. I
All right.
don't
So,
care.
all right. So, you guys are probably seeing ex President in live chat right now. Like I said, he did my channel banner art and all that stuff. And, I'm actually very thankful that he did that for me. That's pretty nice of him. And, he does like this advanced work for all this software. I'm not sure, like what, Photoshop, Blender, 3D, all this, you know,
Damn.
stuff. And he enjoys it, though. So,
He knows how to use Blender. That's impressive by itself.
That
I tried
is.
to use Blender at one point. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this?
No, I'm not just like this guy. He's actually pretty smart. I mean, he's like, "Why are you disgusting?" But no, I mean, I have to give him credit. He does amazing work with the design stuff. All right, he's only a teenager, but he is awesome at it. So, I mean, if you guys ever, want need help with some design work, you know who to contact. So,
Yeah. I shouldn't tell you
might
guys
might
this.
have to hit him up if I need a new logo. I don't know.
yeah,
I made
go ahead.
my logo in like 5 minutes.
All right. Well, he can do it in a pretty short time span, I guess. I'm not sure how long it take him, but I mean, considering what he's working with, he does it pretty fast. So, yes.
Yo, 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 yo. What's his name? And
Who?
yeah, guy that you talking about.
Ex-President. You see him in live chat right now,
Give me a
right?
second. I'm getting.
He's saying he doesn't really know anything about how to use Blender. He's learning. Well, I mean, it's a learning process for everybody, all right? I'm learning how to use a YouTube channel right now, but I'm not doing that bad. So you kind of see what I'm saying in a minute. So, yes.
Learning process. You guys about to see. If you guys see my video tomorrow, we're going to be lit. I'm going to have everything. All right. I'm going to sound like a professional. All right.
All right, all right. What's your video gonna be on?
Yeah, it's a learning process. You have to, what's the word? Like
Adapt. Where does he go?
By the way, Academy, can you hear the difference in my audio quality now?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, the reason I'm asking is I got my fucking condenser mic working again. Like it was supposed to.
Okay, now it sounds different. It sounds
okay.
different
X Prism mate.
now. Ex-President, yeah. Yeah, what you trying to do?
X Prism. If you could, I need let me see. I need to see. Academy, did he make the one that you're using right now, the live stream, or did he make? Or am I?
No, he made that kick ass like Mgtow Academy, like blue and
I
black.
haven't. Let me check it out. I don't think.
No,
because you haven't posted in a while. That's why I haven't.
Oh no, he does like check out his Twitter. Like he doesn't like he's I mean he's like more of doing video game kind of stuff, but like his channel he doesn't really post much. But
No, I'm saying your channel. Did he do your?
My channel banner, the one you see right now, the one with the Mgtow symbol and just says Mgtow Academy. I did that myself using like Google Slides or whatever. But just like typing over it. But like my channel banner art, he did that.
All right, I'm checking out right now. And all that goodness and all that greatness. See, it's so. I have to say this right now.
All right.
And you're going to deal with it too, Academy. So prayers out to you. It's so hard to deal with chicks in high school, I swear I get annoyed with people. For example, a chick that I was talking to, she got mad at me because I wouldn't text back right away. Even though we're at school, we're busy. Oh no, text me right now. It's so annoying. So annoying.
Yeah, yeah. Just give her silence. That is what takes her out of her power. Yeah, you know that's true. So,
Oh my gosh. You going.
Like, I had shit to do.
all right.
Oh, I see. Alright. It looks pretty dope.
Like make this fucking gaming consortium and shit.
You know, the funny thing is, if I can be honest, all my stuff that I made, honestly, I did this
Uh-huh.
YouTuber, everything by myself. I made my background, made my
Yep.
thing by myself. That mm, it just takes time and effort, honestly. No, I didn't start off with like a lot of people or a lot of people watching me and all that. Again, late though, you guys. I'm about to cut off the stream.
All right.
If you guys did enjoy the stream, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch all you guys later. Bye.